The Akenten Appiah-Menka University student dies after fire incident during hall procession. There's a story by Letitia Osei, and it is on the Citi newsroom. A third-year mathematics student of the Akenten Appiah-Menka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development, Prosper Owusu, has died after his body reportedly caught fire during a hall procession at the school. Owusu was among some students of the Pukuwari, the second hall, who were allegedly performing some activities around the hall on Friday, August 25, 2023, when the incident occurred. He was injured in the fire and was rushed to the Konfanoche Teaching Hospital for medical attention, but he died on September 1. The university management has stated that they are investigating the incident. In the meantime, students have been cautioned to avoid activities that could put them at risk. I think so. So that's a little bit of background. Owusu was said to be the chief priest of the Opokuwari Hall at the university and was known for leading traditional rites for the hall. A video on social media shows Owusu leading rituals by fire while being surrounded by his colleagues. His attire caught fire, but efforts to extinguish the flames were unsuccessful. I'll start with you, Jeffrey. This is very, very unfortunate. We've all been there before, you know, student activities and all that. But this was very dangerous. And I don't know what safety measures were put in place.
I think, honestly, it's unfortunate that the action went wrong. I mean, but these are three levels I put it. I mean, on the issues of preparation and control, the authorities come in, and then the student leaders also come in. I think there was poor supervision by the authorities. In recent times, you've heard about some of the misbehaviors of some students on the Legon campuses, and I think they should have run through all the student campuses where their hall weeks should be supervised. I mean, on each campus, you have the presence of national security officials and a few other, you know, officials in there. But I think it didn't take away the duty also of the school security to also be there to monitor some of these activities. So, and I think that there was a delayed action. I mean, maybe if the authorities were there, this could have been avoided. And then the student leaders themselves, poor sensitization. There's a need to actually sensitize themselves that, look, these are traditions that we've held on to over the years. I was very active in my student days. I mean, and as a student moralist, I know what it takes to get to the next level. But there's a need to have control and supervision amongst the student leadership themselves. When he was going to the extremes, there should have been somebody there to control his action. Maybe he was carried away by excitement. Personally, there's been a case where I didn't know how I got to the top of, you know, the Polytank, the very big one. There was a hostel on campus. I didn't know how I got on top.
University
of Cape Coast, actually. Okay. I was a custodian, actually. And I didn't know how I got up there onto the tank, but I was controlling everybody else. But it was after that I mean, I got back to my senses. I mean, that's the excitement.
When you guys are doing these things, you know, as chief vandals, as Katanga boys, you know, as chief priests, as all these things, do you get possessed, you know? No, why? Well, don't you have your eyes? If you're going to walk through fire, don't you see that this is fire? Well, so, I mean, the first step you took, didn't you feel the heat? What went wrong?
So I said the excitement levels. I mean, so some of us, at some level, we could control. I mean, so I'm the type that goes extremely high, but with controls. So there are things I won't let you do. There are times that, you know, students would like take their the panties down and do it. But I was a moralist. So we are on the high, but then there are moralists. As I said,
did guys take substances to get you?
That's the next level I was going to get to. So personally, people know me as a hot guy and everything, but I've never taken alcohol in my life before. I've never smoked before. You can ask all my friends. I've never done it, not because I'm a saint, but I know my control. So guys trust me to get into the action, because I'll be extremely high there, but I can hold back. That's what I'm saying. The senior moralist should be there. So I've not taken any enhancer, and I'm there and I'm high with you. So when you are jumping it, I can hold you to order. And we had some strong boys in the hall who were actually always with us. When somebody gets to the extreme, you have to check the excitement level. Look, when the enhancers are in, people take alcohol, people taking some other substances, very, very important ritual levels, you know. And we are student leaders. We need some of them to hold the front. I mean, imagine if the police is chasing you and somebody has to, you know, stand and be firm and say, look, we have not broken any law. You need somebody maybe at the level, but not crossing the lines. Finally, I think, look, as we go forward, it is important that the school authorities will sit with the student leaders. Some of the practices that are dangerous, I mean, there needs to be some extinguishing point. But as a senior moralist, traditions are traditions.
Mensa.
What traditions?
Mensa. So this is a young student in a raffia skirt walking through fire.
Yes, all these things are extremely unnecessary on our campuses.
Well, you should cancel.
Yeah, they need to
activities
scrap
and
all these
that.
things, not activities. I'm talking about these chief priest things on the various campuses. It's ridiculous to see people in academia, people who are learning, you know, supposed to be future leaders, engage in these kind of things.
You also agree that you don't just go
But
to the school just for academic work, and it's a whole community that you also learn about life. You learn about how to deal with people, social activities.
Yes,
and all.
social activities.
Yeah.
Yes, there are rituals and customs.
There are traditional.
There are customs.
Are there
I'm coming.
chief priests in his
I'm
village?
coming.
Is he ordained
I'm
as a
coming.
chief priest in school?
I'm coming.
But that's a traditional setup in the school.
I said,
in the hall.
which setup by
He's
who?
dead.
But
Do you
we're making
realize that?
traditions. No.
He's
By who?
dead.
But that's sad. That's
No,
sad.
you let Mensa make his point.
extremism
Let him
is-
make
is-
his
is-
point.
is unnecessary.
My
Yeah,
point is
that's-
that.
yeah.
My point is that you
But
see,
when
no,
the
it is
raffia
no, it is the
and having a
beginning.
bonfire
It's the
to celebrate
beginning.
yesterday.
It's the beginning of these things that gets people to a level where now we have to lose a life.
Right.
And I'm saying that there should be some sanity on our campuses. One day you wake up, they say this hall and this hall, they are fighting, holding machetes because of some bogus tradition.
Vandalizing school property.
And we're encouraging these things as traditions, as customs.
But
it's not.
The punish our students
It's
when
not.
they go off.
It's not. You see,
Right.
but you see, we need to stop
Celebrating the whole week.
No, we need to stop the things that get students to the point where these things happen.
And I'm asking, the setting of the fire, the bonfire, if I was standing here and then the bonfire was there and then we're singing in jubilation, remembering and chanting the songs that we sing, our normal songs.
Couldn't this have happened without fire? Especially because of what you rightly
Right.
said, the people can get high. I mean, not because of substance, you know. But what
How do you
I
do by
see,
the far side without
You
fire?
are-
no, but I see how.
We're talking about the history of the hall.
Listen,
By
I
the
see
far
how,
side, yesterday.
I see how,
Yesterday.
for instance, when the Commonwealth people, because I was at University of Ghana,
Why
I
are
see,
you-
hold on,
Why are you
I
using
see,
one person's carelessness?
no, hold on,
to justify the whole celebration?
no, Jeffrey, we've
Yes.
had instances where school properties have been vandalized, where students have been injured, and sometimes it's because of activities
Which
like
I
this.
condemn.
People get overly excited and
Yeah,
think accidents do
exactly.
occur.
What is
So
exciting
what
then?
I'm saying is, we are here first and foremost as students to study.
True.
Should we not take away some
But
of
these
these
are
things?
extracurricular
Was it
activities.
important?
These are
Was-
extracurricular activities.
Can't people chant without fire?
Let me tell you.
Hey, the two of you are taking my time.
but even
Alfred.
Okay,
having-
it's okay. Yes, go on. No,
Alfred,
hold on.
Alfred,
Yes,
I
Mensa.
think that we have had a lot of conversations about outmoded cultural practices, even in our own national system.
Right.
Like female genital mutilation, we all agree that these things are dangerous, it's archaic.
Witch camps and stuff,
Witch camps, and now we've passed a law to make it a crime to even accuse somebody
Yeah.
of witchcraft. All those things were customs and traditions of our forefathers. But we got to a point we realized that these things are not.
But the president lights the
are
flame when
not.
he goes to Independence
Hold on.
There's a lighting of flame there.
Bro,
Do anybody die?
bro, hold on. The point
The
I'm
flame
making
is just to show celebration.
Yes, but nobody get into that flames.
Yeah,
That somebody
is why
get
I'm saying
into
you
that
have to
flames
guide
to
the
prove
excitement. There was carelessness.
No, you see,
There was carelessness.
the point I'm making is that
Right.
there are certain things, practices on our campuses. Look, these things that we are joking with. If you go to Nigeria, these cult groups in Ghana, what the hosts are
Please
doing,
wrap up in
it's
10
in these
seconds.
cult groups. Sometimes they get into a clash and fight, kill, maim people. Sometimes they have to close the schools down for a whole year. There's no academic work.
Okay.
And gradually, those practices are creeping into our system here. And I think that we need to nib it in the bud.
Right.
These things, some of these practices and customs need to be streamlined in a way and manner that are within the confines of an academic environment. Things that augment
Mister, do you know about
the
May night?
orientation.
Do you know about May night?
The orientation.
May night.
No,
Oh.
But we still play football.
No,
And there's some players who
May night
support.
was a pure accident.
But it was football clash. It
No,
was a clash between
you see,
supporters.
but
It doesn't make a point.
I don't think that this
I
is
mean,
the same
you cannot
as
stop-
May
you cannot
night.
stop football because
Anyway,
of May night.
our time is
saying-
far gone. Yes.
One of the
Those
Carlos,
practices need to be
one of the
scrapped.
Carlos deaths in this country was through May 9th.
All right, okay.
Unfortunately, but it doesn't stop us from
But
playing
those
football.
practice-
All you have to do is to put the rules so right and protect it. And I'm saying student leaders has a role, the school security has a role, the school authorities has a role.
The individuals
there's-
have
there's
roles
school
to play as
security-
well.
Here, and we are
The
all
school
singing
security-
Boboya. Look, let me tell you what. If you
Alfred,
make me a high,
hold on,
a
hold on.
priest,
Let me wrap up.
a reverend.
Okay,
Look,
you
if
made
you
your
make me a
point.
reverend,
It's okay, let me wrap
I will
up.
still
Yes.
sing my Boboya.
It's okay, you can go and
Hold on.
sing
Alfred,
it.
Alfred,
You have
Alfred,
5 seconds to
Alfred,
wrap
let
up.
me make my
The
point.
children must decently
Jeffrey.
celebrate all decently.
Jeff-
Yes.
And sing the nice songs.
The school security, national security,
Right.
school authorities,
They are there.
all the students no protection for jumping in fire or attempting to do anything which is not prescribed by the school's own activity.
Please.
Please.
It's called extracurricular activity.
It's not.
Did they say
It's
they should
not.
go and set
It's
fire?
not. Please.
No.
Did they say they should go and set fire and walk through fire?
Please.
All right.
After-
Anyway, so our
10
time is fast
seconds.
spent. No, you don't
10
have that.
seconds,
You
10
don't have
seconds,
10
10
seconds. No, we are done.
We have to do tradition.
No,
You know by the
you can
far side.
issue a
You know by the
statement
far
with your
side.
concerns. So thank you very much, Jeffrey Mokanze,
Yes.
of Revenue Mobilization
Let's show some
Africa,
love.
and
Let's show some
thank you very much, Mensa Thompson of
know we sing
ASEPA.
gospel songs.
This is Breakfast
When
Daily.
we are doing
We will be right back.